Hello there and welcome back. Michael here, and today we're going to take a look at the new Linux Lite 6.2 version. What distinguishes Linux Lite and what the new version has to offer is all there now. Stay tuned. Linux Lite's roots are in New Zealand, but the development team is spread around the world. Linux Lite is an Ubuntu LTS fork. The basis is currently Ubuntu 22.04 LTS. With the distro, the developers want to appeal to current Windows users and want to offer them the XFCE desktop experience. The active development team consists of 5 people. Linux Lite 6.2 was released as a Halloween present on October 31, 2022. What's new? Improved upgrade manager, a new Papyrus icon theme, Shortcut replaces OpenShot in the software manager, Ubuntu 22.04 stack. Ubuntu 22.04 was already the basis for Linux Lite 6.0. It's not necessarily new in Linux Lite 6.2. However, since I don't test every version, I mention the Ubuntu 22.04 stack here only for the sake of completeness. Let's check the technical key points. The minimum requirements are the follows: 1 GHz CPU with at least 2 cores, 768 MB memory, 8 GB storage. Legacy boot is supported, however UEFI and Secure Boot are also supported. Since it primarily wants to appeal to Windows users, a TPM module is not required with Linux Lite. If your computer is a bit older, the TPM issue in association with an upgrade to Windows 11 will probably have crossed your thoughts. This requirement does not exist here, which is why Linux Lite can be installed without any bypass options. As an Ubuntu fork, Linux Lite is also a distro with a static version. On the hardware side, only 64-bit hardware is supported. APT comes as package manager. You can also use the in-house software management Lite software. The native package is a Debian package. Let's check the measurements. My system occupies nearly 6 GB of disk. The additional benchmark value for the memory consumption is around 2 GB. The number of packages installed is 2150. As desktop, XFCE 4.16.3 was delivered. The concept of desktop will probably remind you of Windows 7 and earlier versions of Microsoft Windows. Below is a bar comparable with the Windows taskbar. The rest should be pretty self-explanatory. By that, you stay roughly near the original Windows concept, and that should make the transition easier. Let's have a look. We have here a menu, and here you can see settings, apps within the category settings, accessories, graphics, internet, multimedia, office, and system. Let's check pre-installed software. We have GNU Linux kernel 5.15. As browser, we'll have Google Chrome and GNOME Web. Email client is Thunderbird. Office suite is LibreOffice. Software container not pre-installed. That means neither Flatpak nor Snap. Linux Lite seems to have switched from Firefox to Google Chrome as the default browser. I am not happy with this decision, as I would always prefer Firefox to Chrome. Casual desktop users have everything they need to get started with this desktop. Before we come to the conclusion, I would like to draw your attention to the Linux Lite's little helpers. In example, the Lite tools. You will find them here. These are useful helpers that are always welcome. MX Linux has some comparable. With these little helpers, you can carry out various standard tasks. These include tasks such as installing a kernel or clearing the system cache. There's quite a lot involved. Let's have an example. Let's say we want to install a new kernel. We click on Lite Tweaks, and then here on Kernel Installer, begin. Enter your password. I will say continue to fetch the updates list. You can install all the kernels, but if you prefer to stay with the current mainline kernel, you can also install kernel 6 here. No problem. Isn't that pretty easy and awesome? What else? Let's quit this. So now let's say if you need more software, go to Lite software. We enter our password one more time. We enter yes. And now we select install software. Here is a brief selection of useful software such as Firefox, FileZilla, Zoom, Microsoft Edge, or Spotify. You should definitely take a closer look at the helpers. They are similar to the Emacs tools on the distro Emacs Linux. What's my conclusion? Linux Lite is unspectacular overall. It's an LTS distro that's there to get the job done. If you always want the latest and greatest software, better go to a rolling distro. If you are concerned with business or general with reliability and stability, then Linux Lite could be interesting to you. Personally, I don't think I will ever switch to Linux Lite, but that's more due to XFCE and less to the distro. XFCE is just not my taste. It's lightweight, yes, but I personally lack the necessary appeal. Yes, it can be adjusted, but I still prefer desktop solutions that look more modern. But that's only for me. Now I'm interested in your opinion. Please write them down to the comments. If you want to stay tuned to more videos, please subscribe to the channel. Doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me a lot. Thanks. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for your kind attention. Until the next video. Bye.